This video is brought to you by Job, Scandinavian's biggest MMA shop. BetSafe, the only betting site for MMA in Europe. BMR, high quality Swedish nutrition. Dirty Rebel, casual MMA clothing.
Hi and welcome to Studio MMA and MMA Nyt. We're here in Los Angeles with Marcus Kowal, who just fought last Friday the 13th at Samurai Pro, Samurai 3 actually, and you fought a draw. How did you feel about that? How did you feel about the draw that you had on Friday? Well, you know, you train for weeks, you're in training camp, you diet. How do I feel? I mean, you know, you go through everything, you mentally prepare, and you drop that weight, and you go in there, you fight your heart out, and you feel that you win the fight, and you get headbutted. You're winning the fight, you get headbutted, although it was unintentional, it was an accident. I mean, you know, you end up with a draw. How the fuck do you think I feel? The fight was actually stopped in the third round due to a headbutt, an accidental headbutt. Okay. There was a lot of blood. How did the headbutt feel? Did it hurt? Did the headbutt hurt? Oh, it felt great. It felt great. That's 2 stupid questions out of 2. Good work. You're really on a roll right here. I got headbutted. How do you think it feels? You don't actually feel that much during the fight because you got adrenaline pumping, and it wasn't bad, but you know, it was more the blood, and I wasn't able to see anything. I had no vision, but in the end of the day, it was a headbutt. Look at it. How do you think it felt? Well, I'm trying here, you know. You look like you dropped a lot of weight. How was the weight cut? How was that for you? How is it to drop so much weight for you? That's 3 for 3. It felt really great. It's always fun to stop eating food and starve yourself and don't drink water. It's great. It's really fun. Do you write these questions yourself? It's, you know, I mean, you know, you got to do it, and I've done it many times, and after a while you get used to it, and you learn how to do it the best way where you feel the best. But it's not fun. No, it's definitely not fun. Okay, so what's next for you? What's next in your life? What's next for me? Well, if it wasn't illegal, I'd like to strangle you to death. What's next for me? I don't know. I'm gonna go home and eat dinner, and I'll brush my teeth later on tonight. No, I mean, who do you want next? Who do I want next? I want you next. Who would you like to fight? I'd love to have you next. I don't know, whoever they put in front of me, I guess. I'd like a rematch, but whomever they put in front of me, I guess. Why do fighters always give that answer? Could you try to elaborate a little bit more on that, perhaps? Okay, what's going on with your accent? You have more of a British twang to it. You sound more British, but you're from Sweden originally. Do you just put the accent on to sound cool? Or, yeah. Why do you speak I definitely put it on to be cool. You know, I live in LA and Hollywood and everything. I figured that would be a good idea, marketing-wise. It has nothing to do with the fact that I lived in England for 8 years. Yeah, you're an idiot. You know that, right? Complete idiot. So, why do you insist on doing this interview in English? You're originally from Sweden, and so am I. So I don't understand why we can't be doing this interview in Swedish. You insisted on having the accent, having the interview done in English. Because there's like, what, 6 million people living in Sweden? There's and the rest of the world doesn't speak Swedish. It wouldn't make sense to do an interview in Swedish, now would it? If we're going to do this on Studio MMA, you know, where the audience is English, we wouldn't be able to use this interview at all. So it would make more sense to do it in English, which is an international language, and people actually speak it around the rest of the world. That's why we're doing it in English. And that's why I refuse to do it in Swedish with you, because we'll only be able to use it in Sweden. And same reason as all the other Swedish fighters do it in English most of the time as well, because it makes sense so that the American audience can watch it. Would you not agree? Well, I'm just trying to do my job, and that is to promote you and get your view out with the audience, and I don't understand why you have to be rude to me. I'm just doing my job, and this is what the fans want to know. So I don't understand why you have to be rude to me. You know, because you're always asking the same dumb questions. All of you are asking the same dumb questions. You know, what? I don't want to be here. I don't even want to be in the first place. I want to be home playing an interview with you here. That's in order to get your name out there. That's why we're doing this. I don't even know why I'm here and doing this. You know, how would you feel if I asked you a bunch of questions? Why are you rude to me? Why are you? It's not fun. I watched you before. Why are you cussing at me? I watched you fucking up Dan Henderson's weight. You didn't even know he fights at 205. What's wrong with you? You know, it's pointless. How would you feel? Oh. How do you feel today? How do you feel how do you feel that you are as a journalist? Do you feel that how do you feel that what you ate for breakfast today makes you how you look today? Does that influence how you ask questions? Is it because what you ate for breakfast today that you're asking dumb questions? You know, this is bullshit, man. I'm done with this. I don't even want to be here in the first place. You're an idiot. Screw this. I'm out. I'm leaving. Thank you. Thanks for a great interview. Well, I guess that's it for our interview here with Marcus Kowal. I'm not really sure how he pronounces his name, but I guess that's it for today. And over to you guys with Studio MMA and MMA Nut. And I'm sorry for this. Thank you for watching.
This video is brought to you by Scandinavian's biggest MMA shop, BetSafe, the only betting site for MMA in Europe. PMR, high quality Swedish nutrition, dirty revo, casual MMA clothing.